This card game has gone through a lot of changes to become what it is today. So we're going to break down the current rules to how to play Extinguish, which is a card game that I'm making. So first we're going to go over scoring, and there are 3 ways you can score points in Extinguish. The first 2 are by making sets or runs in the middle, and the third is by placing a 0 on one of the houses. Whoever plays the 4th card in a set or a run scores the points. You get points equal to the 4th card in the set or the run. And then when playing a 0, you get points equal to the highest card in that house pile. So in this pile you would get 2 points, and in this one you would get 10. Now, a very important part of Extinguish is the fact that on the houses in the middle, you can only play cards that are equal to or 1 lower. For example, if there's a 4, you can either play a 4 or a 3 on that pile. Now, doing so may cause it to change from a set to a run or vice versa. That's totally fine, just shift the cards up so that you only see what the current amounts are, whether working on a set or working on a run. Now the setup's going to change depending on how long you want the game to be, but there's going to be houses in the middle, and you're going to deal 7 cards to each player. On your turn, you can take up to 5 actions, and then when you're done, you draw back to 7 cards. So getting rid of cards can give you a better chance of getting what you need when you have to draw. There are 2 types of actions you can take: playing a card or drawing a card from the discard pile. And in this game, there are 2 types of cards: numbered cards and special cards. Numbered cards are placed on the houses in the center, while special cards are played in the discard pile. If you ever don't want to use a special card's ability, when discarding it, you can choose not to trigger its ability and instead draw 2 from the draw pile. And now drawing from the discard pile. You can discard any 4 cards to draw a special card, or any 2 to draw a numbered card. Now all of these potential actions can be used as much as you want throughout the turn, as long as you're within that 5 action limit. And there's no max hand size, so if you're over 7, don't worry, just don't draw at the end of your turn, but you don't have to discard any. Now, one of the trickiest parts of the game to understand is how the houses move in the center, so I'll try to explain it really briefly here. As we discussed earlier, you can play a card as long as it's equal to or 1 lower. Doing so can cause it to shift from a set to a run. A house can only be a set or a run at any given time, so depending on the cards that are played, you might have to shift it to change it from one to the other. And then if anybody completes a set or run, you'll shift all the cards up so that only the 1 card is showing. And there's lots of fun special cards in the game, but we'll go over that in a later video. And as we go forward with playtesting, I want to offer you an opportunity to help me make Extinguish the best game it can possibly be. So join us this Saturday at 1 p.m. for our playtest livestream.